What kind of nation is that? If I was president of that nation, I would resign.
Kaduna State Governor Nasser El-Rufai is appealing to the Chief of Air Staff to deploy special troops to tackle kidnapping along Kaduna-Abuja Highway and in Kajuru local government area of the state. Governor El-Rufai stated this while inaugurating the detachment of the 271 Nigerian Air Force in Birnin Gwari in Kaduna State.
While we recognize the efforts of the Nigerian Air Force, we also want to further appeal to the Chief of the Air Staff to approve the deployment of Nigerian Air Force Special Forces to help man the Kaduna-Abuja road, participate in the new joint security operations there, as well as consider establishing another detachment in the Kajuru area where we have continued to face ongoing security challenges. We are confident of the capabilities and the value addition of the Nigerian Air Force, and the Nigerian Air Force ISR capabilities have really helped troops on the ground.
The 271 NAF detachment is designed to combat insecurity in the area. Some Abuja residents, mostly women, have taken to the streets to protest the arrest of women and girls on the allegation of prostitution. The aggrieved protesters lamented the arrest of over 100 women in 3 weeks by the Joint Task Force of the Federal Capital Territory Administration.
You are supposed to be the ones protecting us, and you're raping us, you're beating us up, you're carrying us. You see us here, we are tired, and we are saying enough! Enough! The moment you have a voice, they call you a prostitute. The moment you refuse to be called, they call you a prostitute. I have a choice to wear whatever it is. I have a right to wear the hijab, and another have a right to wear mini or not wear anything.
Addressing the group, Deputy Commissioner of Police Operations in charge of Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, Usman Omar, promised to investigate the alleged assault and arrest by some police officers.
Investigations has commenced. I want to assure you that perpetrators of this act will be fished out and they will be punished. And as much as possible, this will be done, I want to assure you.
Assistant Pastor Zion Heritage Miracles Ministries, Ifoma Eze, is blaming the insecurity in Nigeria on parental failure. Speaking to Flu FM News, the clergy expressed dismay over the decay in morals and encouraged perpetrators of the heinous crimes to repent.
It's alarming and it's getting very outrageous. Days ago, we heard of the kidnap of a very popular person. It brings to question what kind of families do these people come from. My advice is that every parent should watch out for their children. They should look out for strange characters.
The federal government has approved the award of 169.74 billion naira contracts for the construction and rehabilitation of 10 roads across the country. The approval, which was sequel to the memorandum presented to the Federal Executive Council by the Ministry of Works, covers the rehabilitation of the Umuahia Ikwana-Ikotepene Road, rehabilitation of Calabar, Obangekan Road, Section 1 in Cross River State, construction of Yola, Fuferu Gorin Road in Adamawa State, amongst others. The Umuahia Ikwana-Ikotepene Road was awarded in the sum of 13.2 billion naira with a completion date of 48 months. Minister of Power, Housing and Transport said the 50-kilometer Umuahia Road project would create between 180 to 200 jobs, with 90% of the jobs for Nigerian and 10% for expatriates. Abia State Governor Okezie-Ikpeazu says the proposed inland city port at the Enyimba Economic Project will form part of the flagship projects in the new economic city. Receiving a delegation of the Interministerial Steering Committee on Inland Port on the fact-finding tour of the proposed site of the project at the economic city, the governor, represented by his deputy Udo Okochukwu, appealed to the federal government to consider building another rail line that will connect One Port, Rivers State, to help in the distribution of produce from the economic city. Earlier, the leader of the delegation and director of legal department, Federal Ministry of Transport, Pius Ote, said they were impressed by what they saw on ground as it met one of the compulsory requirements for the establishment of the port. Flow News at News continues shortly with foreign, sports, and entertainment news. Stay with us.
Jungle Justice is a
Glad to know that you're still there. Now away from the shores of Nigeria, North Korea has confirmed through state media that leader Kim Jong-un has overseen a strike drill testing various missile components. A number of short-range projectiles were also fired from the Hodo Peninsula into the Sea of Japan on Saturday. North Korea's leader gave the order of firing to increase the combat ability of the country, the announcement said. And in sports, Bayern Munich star David Alaba is accusing coaches of the Golden Eaglets of denying him the opportunity to join the Nigerian squad at the 2007 FIFA World Cup in South Korea because he refused to pay bribes. The 26-year-old was eligible to represent Nigeria, but he switched to Austria, his country of birth, after that encounter. The late Yemi Tella was in charge of the Eaglets at that time. Up next is entertainment news with Eric Samuel standing by.
Good morning and welcome to entertainment news at this hour. Leading Nigerian songstress Tiwa Savage and talented Afropop singer has asked the Chief Executive Officer CEO of Mavin Records, Michael Collins, popularly known as Don Jazzy, to promise her that their relationship will never change after he sent her his farewell message as she exited the group. Tiwa Savage, who has signed a new record deal with Universal Music Group UMG, the world leader in music-based entertainment, made this known after announcing that she will be leaving Mavin Records for good. She wrote, "When I got pregnant, I was nervous to tell you, so I decided to tell you at the airport when we were traveling for a snow. I figured you couldn't really say much in a public place, but then you told me you already knew and had already been thinking of a plan to keep my brand going while I took some time out. Please, promise me that our relationship will never change. I only want to make you proud of me. Not every superhero has an S on their chests. You are my superhero, Don Dorobushi. 7 years, 7 the number of perfection. I love you always and forever. Mavin for life." Don Jazzy has sent his farewell message to singer Tiwa Savage on Thursday on his Instagram account to post saying, "Thank you for an amazing 7 years." The much-needed international co-productions in film and television between India's Bollywood and Nigerian motion pictures industry is underway as global content hub by Z Partners with the country's based Maze Entertainment to launch in the second half of the year a world-class TV series titled Deceptive Measures. The 104-episode TV drama series is expected to be shown in major pay TV and free-to-air channels across the country. Deceptive Measures, which is an international scripted format by Z Entertainment, is the remake of Pavitra Rishta. The show was originally produced and shot in a modest environment devoid of any glamour and grandeur and focuses on a middle-class household routine and lifestyle, starring popular actors from Nigeria, Ghana, and Kenya. The first season of the show, which will kick off in the second half of the year, will have 52 one-hour episodes. The production, using Nigerian cast and crew, including international crew from Z Entertainment from Canada and India, is said to be the first local adaptation of an Indian scripted format in the history of Nigerian TV production. And that's it on the entertainment news. I am Emmanuel Ofena.
Thank you so much, Emmanuel, for that update. To end the news, a recap of our major stories. Major opposition political parties have picked holes in the alarm raised by the Nigerian army that some individuals were working with foreign interests to frustrate the May 29 inauguration of President Muhammadu Buhari for a second term in office. The Catholic Archbishop of Abuja, Cardinal John Onaikan, is decrying the alarming rate of illegal migration by Nigerian youths and called on the federal government to make the country habitable. The federal government has approved the award of 169.74 billion naira contracts for the construction and rehabilitation of 10 roads across the country. And on the foreign scene, North Korea has confirmed via state media that leader Kim Jong-un has overseen a strike drill testing various missile components. Thank you for being with us. Remember that security is everyone's business. Provide useful information to security agencies to ensure your security. Join us at 6:45 a.m., noon and 6 p.m. every weekday for additional newscast. This is Flow 94.9 FM, the flow of God's own state. You can send your views or information to flowfmnews@gmail.com or visit www.flownews.com.ng for more stories. This bulletin was edited by Oluchi Ndubizu. Supervising editor, Samson Eze. I am Chimdindu. Have yourself a lovely day.